Goodnight Stories for Rebel Girls.
Hi, Rebels. This is Goodnight Stories for Rebel Girls, the interview. I'm your host, Alea, and today we're talking to Serena Yang. She's a poet, a spoken word artist, and the New York City Youth Poet Laureate for 2021. Serena read us the story of mathematician, astronomer, and poet Wang Zhenyi. Make sure you give that episode a listen. Okay, Serena, can you introduce yourself to our listeners?
My name is Serena Yang. I am a poet, a student, and a community organizer, and I'm 19 years old.
So, how did you get interested in writing poetry?
Well, I've been writing for a very long time, but I mostly wrote creative nonfiction, memoirs, and sometimes short stories. But in junior year of high school, I started finding these poems that were written along with the political movements of the 60s and 70s. And it was actually a poem written by a rebel girl, Merle Wu, called Yellow Woman Speaks. That was really the first poem that made me feel moved to action, that touched something deep within me. And that was when I really got interested in writing poetry.
You brought us the story of Wang Zhenyi, who was a groundbreaking Chinese scholar and poet. What does her story mean to you?
I feel really inspired by her drive to just learn and explore the world and follow where her curiosity takes her. I think that's what I aspire to do. I am interested in a lot of things beyond just poetry and writing, so I hope that I can let my curiosity and my passion take me to lots of places around the world and be exposed to lots of things.
Zhenyi was someone who didn't let anyone tell her how to be. Can you relate to that?
Yes, I can definitely relate to that. As an Asian American person and a woman, I kind of have this double stereotype of submissiveness or being quiet, not causing trouble. Actually, as an immigrant, I think that's kind of a triple stereotype. So I think when I perform my poems in front of an audience, or I do my activist work, or sometimes when I read my poem at a rally, when those things get joined together, I definitely feel that I am going up against quite a lot of expectations that society has of me.
Okay, Serena, can you tell us about the process of writing poetry?
There is nothing easier than getting started on poetry. All you need is your mind, a paper, pen, some kind of blank page, and you can start. I think you should just write whatever comes to your mind. Don't worry about grammar, syntax, sentences, all that stuff. I wasn't good at that stuff in the beginning either. That's not why I wrote poetry. Write what comes from your heart. And the other thing is to read. Read everything. There's no authority out there that says what is poetry and what isn't, what is good writing and what isn't. You just do you, and someone out there is waiting to hear it.
Serena, if you could go back to when you were a little girl and give yourself some advice, what would you say?
I would say that you shouldn't wait around to see someone doing something that you want to do before you do it. You can just do what you want in the way that you want to, that feels right to you, even without someone to show you the way or without an example. As a Asian American woman writer, it was harder for me when I was little to find role models or to see people that were writing the things that I wanted to write and that I wanted to see. So I think I spent a lot of time just waiting around to see that, and it was only after I saw that I began to really explore my own writing and my own voice.
Amazing. Finally, what makes you a rebel girl?
I think what makes me a rebel girl is an unlimited compassion for people and their stories. I'm so interested in people's lives, what they dream of, and I am invested in making those things possible, to dream together with them. And I think that is what drives me to be a rebel girl.
That's awesome! Thank you, Serena. And thank you for listening. If you like the show, leave a review on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen, and share it with all of your friends. Catch you next time. Stay rebel!